Boom, boom, boom.
Play that.
Nah. I don't even think they have that on what you call. Now we check YouTube, make sure everything's okay. Dope. We gotta put it on the gram that we out here. Oh my god. Oh, so we gotta like log the music that we use. Should I just put like DuckTales Moon theme song? Because that's literally what I've been using. Oh, I also have this magnificent beauty right here. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Let's see. They should have it on Spotify. Prices, right? Oh, there it is. That's not it. Price is Right. Theme song. Come on now.
That's not it.
That definitely ain't it.
And then we got
That was Paul Mooney. Oh, that was. Hey.
Whoa. Hey. Whoa. Hey, pull up and shoot him with the...
All right, come on down.
Tell them what they won, Jet. Show them what they won, Janice.
Screw you. What they want is another episode of Yankee and Massy.
So we gotta give it to them.
Yeah, I'm one of your co-hosts, Kiana, the Yankee artist, on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that shit. And this is...
Hello, ghosts. It's me, your boy.
No, he said, "What's up, demons? It's me, your boy." That's how.
Damn it! I typed my Hulu username wrong then.
Oh,
It's Mr. Massacres, aka Micah, aka. I'll make more AKAs. What's up?
I'm a snitch because this man brought the orange aid Snapple into the booth. It's not supposed to be any food or drink in here, man. I'm gonna tell you.
Can you imagine they're watching it live? They bust the door.
Hit him. Bass boosted.
Yo, I actually forgot. My bad. I'm gonna put this away.
Put it away. I don't know what we're gonna talk about today. We're just gonna talk.
Fuck it, we off the cuff.
We gonna talk.
Son, how was your morning?
It was rough.
You know what I'm saying?
My sister is sick. She has salmonella.
Ooh.
Yeah. I should put her on blast like that. No, let me not put my sister on blast like that.
You just did.
Oh,
Anyways.
Maybe she's watching. Hi, big sister. But yeah.
Well, just to go to show y'all that sushi is nasty and stop eating it.
It actually wasn't sushi. It was chicken Alfredo. And chicken Alfredo is one of the best things ever. Yeah, so it was most likely the restaurant's fault for doing that. Like,
where was it? Olive Garden. Oh, no.
Speaking of which, I went to Olive Garden last night to celebrate my boy Sean's birthday.
Bad.
Happy birthday shout out, 2 days late, but happy birthday shout out to Sean Sipes.
Skirt.
Good friend of mine, animation major, fantastic.
I purposely will stop listening to music loud for you.
Yeah, he's in our anatomy class. You ain't even an animation major, so you can't even possibly be in my animation class.
Even though that is a bona fide fact, I still feel offended.
But yeah, it was fun. I spent a lot of money yesterday. So, like, I'm low-key broke, but like I'm not broke. Just like I don't want to be too broke because I have my concert coming up soon.
I think, I think you feel broke because you spent a little more than you're used to spending at one time.
Mm-hmm.
Does
my
that
mother
sound...
probably looking at what the fuck is. But nah, so
who
like,
spent fucking $20 on a Tic Tac? I'm like, listen, Mom, I'm sorry.
It was for my friend's birthday. My mom would totally understand if it was for my friend's birthday. As long as I didn't use the credit card, that's fine.
True,
but
because you gotta put that back. Who gonna put that back?
Speaking of credit card, we went to the Disney store, and he's like a really big Disney fan. But
I was gonna make a joke and say, well, not really a joke, like not making fun, but I was like, you should take him to the Disney store because the Disney store on 42nd is like kind of cute. But
he's been there like many times already, but like he wanted to go. Like I wanted to take him too, like just personally. And I got him like I'm wearing a pin that I got. It's Massey University varsity pins. yo, speaking of varsity and credit cards and shit, they had a Mickey Mouse Letterman jacket. They had the biggest size they had was XL, and like I realized at that moment that I need to go to the gym because I tried to put that shit on. I was like, oh no. And he was like, that's God's way of saying like, don't spend your money, sis. I'm like, I'm not gonna spend my money. I'm gonna use the credit card.
Okay, to make you feel better, I'm gonna share a similar Disney story. So, before Infinity War came out, you know they have the merch roll out months before. So I go to Disney store with my friend, and I pull up and I see a bunch of Thanos mugs, like not his head.
Wait, wasn't I with you? I was
yes?
with that. Yeah. I was
Okay,
like,
so
Thanos
fine.
mug.
I was
Tell
gonna
it anyways.
cash out on a Infinity Gauntlet mug. It was kind of fire, but then Shotty goes. I don't know why she would tell me this, but she was like, "Yeah, the cup is dishwasher safe, but not the gems." I was like, "Pause. So you mean to tell me that the gems gonna fucking fall off? What? Why am I buying this then?" And then I didn't. So you know what? Special things happen to keep us in line.
I like maneuvered a type of way, and this is here. I don't. I hope they can still hear us. But I don't know. It was like that. It was like that. It looks fine.
Everything's okay.
It's alright. It's alright. We Gucci. I hope somebody's like, hey, we can't hear you at all. What happened? But yeah. Damn. I had like an idea for today. But,
Okay, so then while you think, how did you feel about Monsters University? Because like a lot of people didn't like it. I liked it.
It was cute or whatever.
I liked it. It was cute.
It was like,
I think it's weird to have a prequel as a sequel to your movie, especially when your first movie was Monsters Inc. Like that shit is iconic. Am I wrong?
If I killed myself, technically, let's be honest, the problem would be gone. That's all.
I don't know, like
And that sound means we've reached the speed round.
No. But it was cute or whatever. I don't know. It was alright. Somebody asked me on Instagram, would you ever talk about politics? First of all,
I saw that and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, look at his head.
politics is like way too touchy of a subject, especially with all the shit that's going on in the world. I don't want to say something that will make somebody upset. Now I know what my views are, and like they're very liberal views. But you know, there's probably somebody wearing a MAGA hat watching this right now, and like a viewer's a viewer, low key in my heart.
Screaming.
I'm gonna just say that.
Love y'all.
But just know I don't fucks with that. That ain't it, Chief. But yeah. Oh, I know what to talk about. Brad Bird. That was dope. So
Okay. Please,
I'm
regale me with stories.
I'm gonna rub it in your face. Like
Listen, I think I got a good grade on my photo project, so go off, sis.
All right. Well, I saw Brad Bird. You did it. Because, like, Brad Bird, the man, the myth, the legend, the one and only, and Michael G. Nobody knows how to pronounce his last name.
Okay, but for those who don't know who Brad Bird is.
Okay, Brad Bird is a spectacular writer, a spectacular director, and he's fantastic if he does both.
Go off.
He
Talk that shit.
His first animated picture, surprisingly for a first, was a major motion picture was The Iron Giant, which is one of my favorite animated films. Then his second was The Incredibles. Then third, I think, was Ratatouille.
Fuck.
Yeah. So he's got a beefy resume.
Damn.
And he also directed Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, right? And like people were saying like, go.
Pause. I'm gonna sound kind of dumb right now, but I'll take the L. What does a director do? Like, describe it to me.
So
And then describe what a director on an animated movie does.
So a director, I don't know how to describe it. Like a director is not somebody who sits in a cute little chair like the one you're in right now, points at celebrities to do things. No, you have to like work. So the way he described it, I'll tell you from an animation perspective because I don't know how it is in film. Although it's very similar, it's different. So a director is kind of like the president of the United States. He's just a face to make sure that everybody stays calm. Because if Obama, my president, went off
Screaming.
and wasn't as calm as collect as he was when he was doing press conferences and shit, we would panic. You feel me? Like he's like Obama could have said like Kim Jong-un is causing a nuclear threat on America. Like we would pretty much be calm because of the way Obama talks. But the way Brad Bird broke it down was like, if I see dollar signs, because making a movie is expensive and making an animated movie is even more expensive to some extent. He's like, I see dollar signs and I freeze up, then the people around me are gonna panic. So a director directs how the film is gonna go. Like, he's like literally like pointing, like, okay, we're gonna go down this path, and like he'll have this big ass idea, and then a director knows when to take away and when to add and all that shit. Just like, I don't know, it's like a director's a very big deal. But yeah, so he gave like a lot of insight on like the industry and shit, and he also he's also like a really cool character. Like, we all, well, most of us know that he did
You can't be boring and normal and make arguably
some of the greatest animated
movies of like all time.
Yeah,
So
just like his shit is great. Ratatouille and The Incredibles are my two favorite Pixar movies, and the rest of them are just all kind of lined up together. Aside from the Cars movies,
Coco?
they're all lined up together. I mean, I said what I said. I said what I said.
I said what I said.
Okay. So, Incredibles, Ratatouille, everything else, then Cars 3. It's just like Cars 2 and Cars 3 are at the very bottom.
Wait, no, hold on. There's something. I feel like there's a movie, The Good Dinosaur.
Oh, The Good Dinosaur, I didn't even bother to see it.
Exactly. It's
So-
not good. It's not. They
It's-
phoned it in. Like,
It's beautiful, but like
it looks pretty, but when you're Pixar, looking pretty doesn't
Ain't
cut
it.
it.
shit. Toy Story didn't look pretty at all, but it's still
The
a dope
first one
movie.
was fire, and then progressively it got better. And then, how do you make a third movie that is arguably better than your first movie? How does that work? Because
Mhm.
Toy Story 3 is fucking fire.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, in my book, it goes 2, 3, 1. Even though all three of them are fire. I have no idea where the fourth one's going to go. I feel like the fourth one's going to be the flop, honestly. But then I thought the third one's going to be a flop, and they threw me on my ass. So,
I mean,
the textures in his hair,
yeah.
I was like, that's a grown-ass man. What? Snapped. They fucking snapped on that.
But then you also got to look at like The Incredibles 2. Like, it's an overrated movie. People are, oh my gosh, it was so great. It's almost better than the first one. No, don't say that.
Who
Don't
said
say
that?
I heard a couple people
Who
say
said that?
Excuse me. I heard a couple people say that though. Like how Incredibles 2 is better than the first one. I'm like,
Wow.
that ain't it, Chief. I
It's
don't
okay.
agree.
Not everyone has had nice things in their life, so it's okay.
But yeah, Brad Bird, he's also very adamant about how animation is a media and not a genre. The way he says it, he said, the next person who asks me how I feel about the animation genre, I'm going to punch that guy in the face.
Who said it was a genre? It's an art form. It's
So-
a technique. It's a way of life.
So it's a way of telling a story. It's not a genre, and it's not for kids. That's like one of Brad Bird's biggest
I
arguments.
pause. I don't agree with that. I think it's too land because some people you can tell that they made it specifically for kids, but Brad Bird and his group of people, they have elevated the medium to a point where it's for it kind of looks like it is, but it's something beyond. So
If
I think
you
there's
look
two
at-
lanes, but people have mixed up two lanes, so now adults can't tell because they don't care. It is a lot.
If you look at like the original cartoons, kids weren't really going to the movies, and that's how people first watched cartoons before television came to be. So like these people
Which
go
I learned, and I forgot how I learned, but continue.
probably through me. I don't know. Probably on Watch Mojo. Who knows?
Probably Saber Sparks. Ew,
Saber
don't
Sparks.
you ever fucking say Watch Mojo again. God damn it.
Hey. I used
Part
to
3, top 10 smash or pass.
love-
10. No, let me stop.
Number 10, Patrick Star. It's like, but what you call? You made me lose my track of thought.
He
the-
said it's not for kids.
Right, it's not. It wasn't made for kids at the beginning. It just somehow, specifically like in the 80s, when cartoons were literally 11-minute commercials for toys,
Mm-hmm.
that's when like there was a shift from adults to kids. And like whenever somebody makes a movie or a show that's animated with like some subtle adult themes in it, like people think it's for like Sausage Party. I mean, like, yes, I know
That
I said
entire
that.
movie was a double entendre.
I know.
I have no
but-
idea why anyone would bring their kids to it.
Anyway,
you should have known from
You
jump.
rewatch The Incredibles, you watch it as a kid, you're like, oh, it's a superhero movie. You watch it as an adult, oh, this shit's about infidelity. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
And a struggling marriage.
and a struggling marriage, a father trying to make ends meet. Like there's a lot of adult things
And going
that
through a
happen.
midlife crisis.
Yeah, there's a lot of adult things going on in that movie that you don't catch as a kid. That's what makes it a family film. You know, I'm all for family films, but like
I think I caught it, but I didn't understand it.
Mm.
So now I understand it, and now I can appreciate it more. And even though through not understanding it, I still really like that movie, even when I saw it the first time.
Yeah.
So
I loved it when I was 5, and I loved it now that I'm 19. Shit.
so just the complexities of comparing the two. Yeah, you can tell that they kind of in a way phoned it in. They snapped with some of the color palettes. That shit was fire. The whole thing with the whole epilepsy triggering thing. I hope no one with epilepsy went to go see this, or at least close their eyes. I don't know how that works.
They the way it works is that you're supposed to like put a sign out. Of
They
the
did. They
theater.
put a warning sign
They
in
did?
front of the movie.
Okay.
You went and saw it in theaters. You didn't see it.
I didn't see that. No.
They said some scenes contain flashing lights, but they didn't show that in the SVA showing.
Yeah.
So, but when I went to go see it in the theaters, they did.
I didn't see it with that. I like saw it that weekend.
I had like the same thought when I saw the showing in SVA. I was like,
Hold
they
on.
should
That made
put
my
a
head hurt.
put a warning. That made me dizzy. I was like, imagine.
But yeah. Yeah. It was. What were we talking about?
How just the Brad Bird thing in general, and then we kind of went on a tangent about how anime movies are not for kids, which
I'm not saying that it can't be for kids. I'm saying that it's not just for kids.
okay, yes,
Yeah.
that I completely
That's
1,000% agree with.
That's
Like
the argument.
Coco, for example, I think that's a movie for the whole family.
It's un poco loco.
Yes, even though I
It took you like 5 minutes.
yeah, that
to
was
get
layered.
there.
That was layered, but. And I sat down and I watched it by myself, and I'm actually kind of glad I didn't go see it in theaters.
Why?
Because Coco, I did the same thing that I did with Guardians of the Galaxy, the
You
first
fell
one.
asleep?
No, I underestimated it. I thought
Oh.
Guardians of the Galaxy was gonna be trash, and then when I watched it, I was like, oh my god, this movie, like, this is it.
You're like,
type
Coco's
shit.
just another reincarnation of the Book of Life. Hey.
I was tight about that, but then I forgot that Disney does steal things, but then they make it inevitably better, and I was like, fuck, like this
I'm
is
on the
really
fence about Wreck-It
good.
Ralph right now. Like, will that
The
be
new
better?
one.
Will that be better than?
Well, pause.
Emoji?
Did you wait? What is it based on?
The Emoji Movie.
Right. Sorry, I thought you were talking
That's
about
like common sense. Like, oh.
No.
it's the
I
Emoji
thought you were
Movie.
talking about the first Wreck-It Ralph. That's why I kind of got
I love
confused.
Wreck-It Ralph.
I mean, no, I feel like you don't have to try that hard to be better than the Emoji Movie. The new Wreck-It Ralph could be fucking trash, and it would still be better than the Emoji Movie. Even though the Emoji Movie is the best movie of our time, I just want to make that very clear.
I'd turn the mic off.
No. All right. Let me stop talking shit. I think it's gonna be good, regardless. I think it'll be enjoyable, but like to the level of the first one, maybe not.
Probably not, but you know.
Yeah, I'm still gonna
each
see
his
it.
own.
I think. Actually, no. That doesn't pertain to what we're talking about. So never mind. But yeah. So that. I don't know. Like, it's weird. Monsters Inc. could have been like a one-off,
Yeah.
and like I would have been fine with that.
Right now we're in the era of remakes and sequels and prequels and all this bullshit. And I'm getting tired. I'm tired. I want original content. And then
No,
the
but
original
that's the thing
content is
that-
mostly ass.
Y'all see why I do the show with her? We're so in sync. Son, yes, fuck,
Like,
yo,
Y'all need to make a decision. Like, stop
Wait.
putting all this energy into
What
sequels
show?
and prequels.
fucking Hotel Artemis, fantastic concept,
Fantastic
but
cast.
but execution was all over the
I
place.
was very angry about that. And like when they showed the SVA for free, like there were 3 people in there, me and my 2 friends. I was like, "Are you fucking serious?"
Cause what the fuck is Hotel Artemis? That's not my favorite book. That's not my favorite video game. Why do I care? Type shit. And I get that we're in an age where technology is just not where it was, so that a lot more things, if not everything, is possible. Type shit. But I feel like we could be doing a lot more. Like that's like outside of creating a Star Trek, Star Wars esque universe that's in the stars, or a fucking post apocalyptic teen romance where vampires are killing each other for sport until the last one is left.
Resident Evil,
No, I was talking about Hunger Games. That was a Hunger Games job.
but they weren't vampires.
I know, because it was a Twilight and Hunger Games job.
Oh.
Point is, just everything is very routine and like the same in Hollywood right now.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, they're like, never mind. I almost got political, right?
Yeah, we ain't getting too political.
Nah.
But like, yeah, I will say like on a political stance, like everybody's like jabbing at Trump right now. Like,
No, I meant like more like they're like I was talking about like racial politics.
yeah, racial
and
stuff
gender
and like
politics. That's what I was going into.
there's like subtleties towards Trump, which I'm all for. You know, like if you didn't fuck with something, you would make a joke out of it. They did it with Obama. We gonna do it with Trump. That's the rite of passage for presidency. But yeah, like I don't know. I don't mind there being a political stance. Like Get Out, there was a lot of politics behind that movie, and then a lot of shit had to change because the politics in the world were changing. Jordan Peele, he said he started writing Get Out in 2014, right? Movie was released in 2017, right? So there was a major shift somewhere in like 2015, 2016, and the original end. Oh well, there's a very bleak. And
I thought everyone knew about that. Or maybe it's just us because we're weirdos and we love to just know a bunch of shit about a bunch of unnecessary shit.
But spoiler alert, like there's a really bleak ending that had
the ending ends exactly the way you thought it was gonna end before the reveal.
Right. So Jordan Peele changed it to have like a happier ending because he was like, yo, this is exactly what's going on in the news, and I don't want people leaving the theater angry and depressed. Like, he went through all this shit, you know.
Already. So
right.
we can't just end it like that.
Right.
He could have, but that wouldn't have gone over well.
People say that it would have been better, but at the time that when it was released, it wouldn't have made the audience feel better. It might have strengthened the movie's point, but...
Okay, yeah, that would have put a fat exclamation mark on the point, but... I don't think it would have made the movie better. I think the movie is fantastic the way it is.
I love Get Out. It's a good movie. If
and
you haven't seen it, shame on you and watch it.
If anything, the feeling you get at that part, that is incredible. Imagine if that feeling paid off and that actually happened. Like, that would be crazy. Also, I meant to talk to you about this in private, but fuck it. We're going to talk about it on air. How do I find these focus groups that be seeing movies like a year in advance, and then if they don't fuck with it, they go and reshoot and then release it type shit? Didn't he say he showed it to like a focus group and they weren't fucking with it, so he changed the ending?
Maybe he's like on Twitter, anybody want to see a movie real quick? Yes.
Cause like,
I'm pretty sure everybody's in LA. Like, that's where everything takes place. That's why I hate being on this side of the fucking country, because everything's over there.
Yeah, but there's also the New York scene is pretty alive.
We got
too.
the Pizza Museum, and you said that was trash.
It was.
Museum of Pizza, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Like,
not who I went with, love you, boo boo, but
pizza, the Museum of Pizza in New York was trash. That makes me upset.
We were not really rocking. We were stagnant.
That's really upsetting. And then apparently, speaking of New York, there was a giant Tim by the Flatiron Building, and nobody told me about it. Are you dead ass?
I feel like it would have been better if you could get in it. You know what I'm saying?
But there was still a giant Tim in the middle of New York, and nobody told me about it. Nobody said a word about it.
Was or is?
It was.
Oh,
it's gone. Oh. That's why I'm angry. Because like if I knew yesterday or like the day before, nah.
Pause.
I think it left
Do you
2
know
days
that
ago.
that was this year?
No, it happened last week, and they moved it 2 days ago. That's why I'm angry. It was right by the Flatiron.
No, where did they move it?
No, they like got rid of it. It's not there no more. It's gone. Kaput. All right. Unless they're gonna stick that into the new Tim's store that's gonna be in that area, I don't care. All right?
That's probably what it was.
I want to take a picture with a giant Tim. All right. I don't own Tim's. That's like, cause like it doesn't go with anything I wear. I can't wear Tim's. It doesn't go with my fucking brand or whatever.
I'm screaming.
Okay. I can rock a fitted, but I can't rock Tim's. I want to take a picture with giant Tim's. I'm a New Yorker. That's what I'm supposed to do. It's a rite of passage. Okay. Dead ass.
Okay, but is it cultural appropriation if someone not from New York wears Tim's? Let's discuss.
So my friend goes to CalArts, right? And she said she felt mad uncomfortable with all these kids wearing Tim's and scuffing them up. She's like, why would you wear Tim's to painting class? Why would you do that?
Okay, pause, because you know that I feel low-key attacked because you know my Tim's have paint all over them. But it's like, if you use Tim's, like Tim's are a New York staple, but if you're going to wear Tim's, you're going to fucking wear Tim's. You're going to wear them out in the fucking rain. Why the fuck would you wear Tim's on a sunny day?
I don't know. I don't wear Tim's. It doesn't go with my brand. That's what I said. But I'm a New Yorker, and Tim's are New York culture. Bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll, salt, pepper, ketchup is New York culture.
And saying bacon, egg, and cheese like it's one word is also New York culture.
I get mad when people be like, "Can I get a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich?" No, it's bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll, salt, pepper, ketchup. All right, thank you.
Salt, pepper, ketchup?
Salt, pepper. Some people say
I've never tried it.
I have to like stop myself because I don't eat bacon, so I just be like,
Egg
and
and
cheese
cheese.
on a roll.
Can I get egg and cheese on
on
a
a
roll?
roll. I've been tempted to say it once, like just accidentally and then give it to you or some shit. I don't know.
I would be down for that.
I know you would be down for that, but like you never around. I only peep you on Thursdays. So
Oh
anyways.
my gosh. No, but yeah.
Got me tight with that.
That's funny.
It was like there's a giant Tim, taller than me, outside somewhere in the city, and nobody told me about it. I'm mad at everybody in existence who knew about it. Like
I saw the picture, and that shit was just so funny to me. I was like, that's hilarious.
it's a real deal.
Picture said, I have never seen nothing more New York than this. I was like, you know what? You're not wrong.
It's a giant Tim. What else? Motherfucker got Instagram notifications turned on.
My bad. I'll put my phone on Do Not Disturb.
Yeah, you put your phone on Do Not Disturb, and we saw how that turned out.
All right, you know what?
Waiting outside Pete's Joint for 20 minutes.
We're
I was like,
not.
huh?
We're not doing this.
Where you at?
We're not doing this on air.
It's like, why did you have that shit on Do Not Disturb mode, and I'm close? Let me.
Because I wasn't.
Were you asleep?
No. Actually, I did fall asleep for like I fully felt myself lose consciousness, and then I woke up for some reason. But anyway.
Damn, I feel stupid. I posted on my story. It's that time ago. Damn it, I meant to put again. I gotta delete it. the 77 people who saw it already. Son of a bitch. Oof.
Man. Can we discuss how I woke up this morning and it was a fucking tundra? Like, brick dick out.
It was really cold, but it's also October. So
You're not wrong, but it was like 70 degrees last week. That's why mad people sniffling right now. I got the sniffles. I'm half sick. I'm about to like down like 7 cups.
You got a weak immune system. You need more vitamin C in your diet. All right, be quiet.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm yelling at you today.
Wow.
I'm yelling.
Okay. Got it. Copy.
Heard you. All right. I'm like whip out some teas that my father just threw at me before I left the house. Like he was like, "Oh, you not sleeping too good? Here, take some chamomile. Oh, you need this? Take this."
Your dad gave you the Icarus of ISIS tea.
What'd you say?
I said the Icarus of ISIS tea.
What is that?
I don't know. Like some hotel.
Oh my god. I was like, "Excuse me, what did you just say?" Oh my.
The god ISIS, not ISIS.
I know, that's what I thought. Yo,
it
man.
drops down to one watch. Oh shit.
Lord have mercy.
Anyways,
Yes,
yeah.
anyways, we moving on from
But
that.
we're like 10 degrees from Tim weather. I repeat, approximately 10 degrees from Tim weather.
Screaming.
It's almost that time of the year again. You know what the fuck going on. I feel like I want to like eat a bunch of candy on Halloween. Like I usually don't like to
I'm waiting
eat.
for November 1st, so that way all the shit of Dwayne Reed is on sale.
And then you gonna get a bunch of candy?
Yes.
I usually buy a pack of Twix, a pack of M&Ms, and a pack of Kit Kats.
I was waiting for you to say Kit Kat.
I really like Twix. Like I like Kit Kat, but I like Twix.
I like both. I like chocolate.
Have you ever had the Twix ice cream bar?
Yes. With like the little nuggets of cookie? Or is it just like one brick of cookie?
No, they replaced the cookie with ice cream. So it's chocolate caramel and ice cream. It's in a bar. It's not. I'm not talking about a tub. And if there is a tub, let me know.
I mean, you could totally make it a Cold Stone. You're like, here, put this in there. You just like chuck a Twix package at them when they chop it in.
What's
up.
that? You throw wrapper in everything. I'm like, you want to unwrap that, sir?
But no, like Twix, like there's like little cookie nuggets like in it. Well, that's when I had it.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
And then
That's fire.
And then with the Snickers, I know you can't eat Snickers because you allergic to nuts or whatever, but like that's still fire because it's like peanuts and caramel. The nougat is replaced with the ice cream, all right? Anyways.
I've heard the Snickers one is good, but
It's
I'll
good.
never find out. Anyway.
Guess I'll die.
Guess I'll die.
You gotta have like Snickers ice cream in one hand, EpiPen in the other, go stab you.
No, it's
stab you
actually
in
gotten to the point where I just hate the smell of like peanuts and peanut butter.
That's a damn
Like,
shame.
I just gag. I'm like, all right,
I love
we
Reese's
can.
peanut butter cup. Like,
Nah.
It's great.
Not me.
Reese's peanut butter cup is dope.
Not me. I'm more of a chocolate artificial fruit guy. Speaking of artificial fruit guy, on my friend's Instagram story, I saw Arizona flavored gummy bears. Right? I was like,
For those
what?
who can't see, well, y'all can't see at all, but like my
We
head's
hit a
like,
noni?
like I love Arizona. Like that's another New York staple. All right.
Yeah.
I went to the Arizona pop-up shop like a couple months ago. That was fantastic.
And I didn't go. I probably should have went, but
You'll never live that moment again. They
do
have
they
like
sell it? No, they have to sell Arizona other places. Like, I don't know why I was about to ask that.
I mean, like it's probably not that big of a deal though.
No, but it's like a deal.
Like
over
you
here,
get
like,
bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll, salt, pepper, ketchup with an Arizona.
for $4,
Yeah.
mind you, in the hood.
I mean,
Over
for me,
here.
since I don't get bacon, it's only $3. So, which is dope. Cause I paid $250. Wait, no, it's like $3.50. My bad. So I paid
Not
like,
over here though. Over here they be going crazy with the charges, boy.
I think that Sean, who just joined us, he always says he joins us halfway through.
I'm screaming.
I think we reached the halfway mark.
Well, if you go to the beginning, we said happy birthday. If this
Yes.
is Sean, and I also said that I'm going to stop listening to music in class so that you're not bothered. I apologize. That's not a jab either. I'm being sincere.
Yeah, he is. But yeah, like I don't know. How have your classes been? Are you getting good grades? Are you getting A's, B's,
We don't have to do this in front of people.
C's, D's, E's?
No, it's B's now. Shit, I
G's.
don't know. It's B's now. I don't know.
Close that calmly. Yeah, I'm looking at A's. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry.
That's usual. That's protocol for you.
Finna go to a pizza party for the kids on honor roll and just be like peasant.
I think I got to go to that once
Once in your life.
in senior year
I got tired of pizza. I'm like, yeah, I don't want
because I
that.
was trying to average out my thing. So like I did really good. I think the first half in the fall or something like that, or like the first two halves.
You fell off.
Yeah, as per usual, because you know, because ADHD is a killer. Hey,
Ass whippings also are a killer too.
you know.
Come home with a D. Oh, guess you ain't going back to school no more. You gonna have a limp.
Screaming.
I don't suggest child abuse though. No disclaimer. I just grew up with that.
I'm not saying abuse your children, but technically, no, play. Let me
No.
stop.
No.
No. I
Leave
don't
it.
condone. Maybe. No, I don't condone.
Mm-mm.
Don't condone.
Nah, that's why I don't want kids. I really don't want kids in this fucked up world that we got outside. Although the sky is like really perfect, like it's a solid Pantone blue. Like it looks like a swatch right now. That's what the sky looks like. Actually, that would make a really dope color study of the week. Anyways, yeah, like I don't know. I don't
The
want
sky
kids.
does not match how cold it is outside. Let me tell you something. And it'd be 10 times colder if it was cloudy. Oh my
Mhm.
gosh.
Yeah. Since I'm pretty sure people are like, what the fuck is a color study of the week? So what I like to do is like I like to see shit. Well, everyone likes to see shit, but
You know what I'm saying? Except Helen Keller.
but like right here, right now, this is perfect because like I know
Nothing.
what.
I said except Helen Keller.
So right now, like the sky is a perfect blue, and then like the buildings are like a muted orange and shit. And for those who understand color theory, you know, there's complementaries, there's monotones, monochromatic, all that shit. So I like to take a picture of it and then just send it to like a little group chat, be like color study of the week. But like I kind of want to make it like a challenge where people on Instagram like do some art using the colors from the picture that I post or something. But yeah, maybe that'd be a dope idea. What's wrong with you?
Yo, that shit is so funny, yo. The Helen Keller thing that you sent me.
Yeah, it's messed up. Micah, stop. We got one viewer now.
I'm sorry.
Look at
Really?
what you did. Yes.
Damn.
You did this.
I know.
Stop that.
I'm sorry. I stopped.
Anyways, now, what else is there left to talk about? We're already 30 minutes in. Yeah. Do you? What do you do? Do you? Oh, now we got the feedback. Damn, how do you know what the fuck to talk about? We talked about Brad Bird. We talked about, I don't know. Yeah.
Let me see.
Should I talk about my concert? Cause we're gonna be missing 2 Thursdays in November. Unless you want to like bring Sham in here when I'm not here.
Nah, because then it'll probably like end up getting political, and I know you don't want that. So.
Yeah, I don't want this thing to be political. I don't know. I'll just talk about Travis Scott or whatever. Cause I know nothing about that.
My barber said that too. He was like, I can talk about anything in the barbershop politics because like you never know who's in the shop. Yeah, and then people just be like really weird and strung up about it. I mean, as you should, but a lot of people have misconceptions, and a lot of people think they know a lot. And it's just like,
if this was a political show, I would be going off about a lot of things, but I just don't want somebody to feel the type of way. That's all. That's all.
I'm trying to adapt a more centralist ideology so that I'm not, what's the word? Neglecting any of the issues. I just feel like there's things that need to be done, and not people who advocate for just their side. And that's where I'm gonna leave that.
Heard you. Yeah, that's basically it. We go back to, so we're gonna be missing 2 Thursdays in November because 1, Thanksgiving, and 2, because
Yo, I eat every day, but I get so excited when someone says Thanksgiving. It could be June. Someone says Thanksgiving, I'm gonna get excited.
So like, I grew up in a family where we ain't celebrate shit. I'm not Jehovah's Witness. I'm not Jewish. Like, look, if you like take the time to Google this, just type in like Hebrew Israelite. That's what I grew up with. I'm not saying that I still like fucks with it, but like I don't really anymore. I think the best representation, just type in Eric Andre's Scientology, and like that's exactly what it is. But like they talk about Scientology, the way I grew up is they just talk about bigotry and shit. And like Micah has known me for many years, and I used to believe that shit hardcore. And I went to an art high school, and my life was changed. Yo,
met a couple fun people, changed your life.
Yep. Anyways, but yeah, so I never had Halloween. I never had Christmas. I never had Thanksgiving. Well, I had like Thanksgiving twice, and then like when I moved out, I went to Portugal. Anyways, like I don't know, like the most. I've never done Thanksgiving.
I mean, you're not really like missing much.
I think the worst shit was when my dad got woke, and like we stopped celebrating birthdays, and like I remember.
Oh no!
Do you know how like depressing that was? So my father every year he would be like, "Oh, I need you to go wash the dishes in the morning." I'm like, "What I gotta wash dishes for?" And then I go in, and there'd be like a birthday bag filled with like gifts, art supplies, and shit with balloons saying happy birthday. And then I woke up one morning. He said, "Wash the dishes." I woke up with the dishes. There were dishes in the sink. I was like, "Wait, where are my gifts at?" He's like, "We don't do birthdays no more." What? You don't just stop? Like,
you go in the bathroom, you start crying.
That's exactly what
you
happened.
pick up your to-go bag from under the sink.
Technically, okay.
You're not wrong.
Okay.
Oh
like,
shit.
Do you know how depressing that shit was? Like, I get it. Like, one year, you know, your family would be like, "Nah, we can't afford birthday this year. Here's a cupcake with a candle in it," type shit. I would have been cool. But nah, he was like, "Wash the fucking dishes." I told him. I was like, dude, you don't just stop birthdays. Shit, there was a time when we used to get a whole. This is gonna sound really depressing. We would have muffins, eggs, and like a protein for breakfast for a little while, and then eventually we had half a muffin. I was like, "Wait, what's the other half?"
Saving up for tomorrow.
That's the best part. Where's the other muffin? He was like, "You gonna get that next week?" Why? What does that help? And I see like he has 2 whole muffins on his plate. Man, I told my dad about this show. I love you.
But circling back to Halloween, you're not really missing much. I feel like you can't get the whole experience
With
of
the Razor
Halloween.
Blades and Twix bars?
I think that was more of a 90s problem because when I was growing up, I never, like, my parents wouldn't let me eat candy from the bodega. But I was like, all right, fine. But if I got it from like someone's like crib or something like that, they were like, all right, it's whatever. And I never bit into a razor blade, but that was a thing in the 90s. It could happen this year, so just always check your brother and sister's candy or your kids. I'm not judging. Anyway, I just don't feel like you can get the full experience in the city because like people
go from apartment to apartment.
Yeah, because people do hand out candy in the city because you know everyone is thinking about the kids, but sometimes I remember this one Halloween though, like we hit bank. So my mom, for like 2 3 years in a row, she'd take us to the Natural History Museum, and we do the whole circuit, through the exhibits, and they hand out
Oh,
candy
that's cute.
and toothbrushes. So like
Wait,
we,
they be handing out toothbrushes on Halloween?
yeah,
That's
and
cute.
toothpaste.
What do you
Because it's
definitely
like
want?
a bunch of candy. You don't want your teeth to fall out, type shit.
What's the point? Anyway,
Screaming. Anyway, so
you're not gonna say excuse me?
excuse me. Anyway, so one year we got a little older and we got through the circuit really fast. And it was like 6 7 o'clock. We're like, we don't want to go home. We kind of want to trick or treat. We didn't really get anything because like candy was low that year for some reason. So my mom was like, let's just walk the neighborhood. This is computer school, by the way.
Right.
80 thing. Bro, we pull up to this art gallery. They're handing out cupcakes, son. Fucking cupcakes. And they let me and my sister take 2 of them. Goes to the bodega. It's like the end of his route. So he just dumps a bunch of candy in our bag and shit. We were getting full size bars. We were hitting the jackpot in that bitch. Like, woo! I think that was like the most candy I ever got. And then after that, I think I kind of just stopped trick or treating. I don't know. Maybe I'll hit it when I get, maybe next year or something like that. Or if I have kids, we'll discuss that.
I remember Halloween used to be lit for me low key because like I remember elementary school, like they used to go hard on Halloween. Like they would have like a whole Halloween party. Kids would come to school dressed up and shit. Except me. And I would always get that phone call at 12 o'clock. Be like, Keanu Keynes, come down to the main office. Your dad's here to pick you up. I would be like that SpongeBob gif where he's like snapping at the door. And I go home. My father had like a whole Domino's spread back when before Domino's became trash. And we would just watch movies all day because like he knew I was missing out on a good time. But he's like, nah, we gonna have fun at home. That's how I first watched The Wiz. I came home at the exact moment where Michael Jackson was singing with the crow. You can't win like that. You can't begin. You can't get out of. Like I love The Wiz. I watched The Wiz way before I watched Wizard of Oz. I'm like, wow, I didn't know they made a whitewash version of The Wiz.
No. The Wiz is the blackwash version of Oz.
I love The Wiz. I have to rewatch it one day.
Said, we don't have budget for a nose. You mind if you just
Well,
take
Reese's
this Reese's
cup,
peanut
yep.
butter cup?
He got a Reese's peanut butter cup on his nose. If y'all didn't know that, if y'all didn't look hard enough, but nah, I love The Wiz.
Iconic.
It's iconic.
Truly.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
I can understand why certain holidays you didn't celebrate because, like, most holidays are cash grabs.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people who don't live in America say they never celebrated most of the holidays that we do because they're just cash grabs. Valentine's is cash grab. Halloween's a cash grab. Like, yeah, it kind of gives you the avenue to dress up like whoever you want, but you can do that any day, really. And then
like, that's the day of least judgment.
that's the day of least judgment. Candy sales spike out the fucking wazoo. So I bet the candy industry fucking relies on that. That and Christmas. But I mean, no one's getting chocolate on Christmas. It's all about candy canes. And I fucking hate candy canes. But every Christmas, I will down like 27 candy canes.
Make shanks. But nah, like, as a broke college student, you notice prices. And like, the funniest shit was when I went to Dwayne Reed. And they had Reese's peanut butter cups, and I looked. One was $3.99, the other one was $6.99. I was like, "Hold on, why the fuck?" It's the same thing. One shaped like pumpkins. And you could automatically tell which one was the most expensive one. It was the pumpkin one was $7. Who paid $7? I will bite around the edges.
But we bless you if you go and get the pumpkin shaped ones for Halloween.
Screaming.
Because the full size candy bars, that's the jackpot.
I'm screaming. But nah, like, I will deadass take Reese's peanut butter cups, bite the rims off, and bite it into the shape of a pumpkin, rewrap it, and give it to kids. Like, I don't, like...
Also, eating candy from a bodega also isn't a great idea because they just give out their old candy. Like, you know, the glass window that the dude stands in, you know, like the little dollar candies that are in the window?
Ain't nobody buying them.
Yeah, they give those out.
Yeah.
So...
Those could probably last, like, the nuclear apocalypse, though.
Probably. But let's not bank on it.
My favorites were like the blue peppermints. Like there was like the green one, the normal one, and then there was a blue one.
So with the whites that have like the red swirls, but then they were like in different colors.
Yeah, like there was a
green
one,
and the blue one,
and the regular one.
Yeah,
I love the blue ones.
I had the green ones.
The green ones are just like winter green.
Yeah.
The blue ones are like fruit flavored. Like it was like a good time.
But I just think that mint and fruit should never mix. But
No,
then
it wasn't
again,
mint at all. It was just like
oh, it's just fruit.
Yeah, like it
Uh,
tasted like as if you were downing.
isn't
Like
there a
some,
rainbow one? Or am I bugging? This rainbow one.
I've never seen a rainbow one. That's like some sort of rarity.
I don't think I like the taste of it.
But not like the blue one. It's like as if you downed a thing of blue Hawaiian punch. Like that's what that tasted like, but like not as dehydrating.
Low key.
Hawaiian punch does not quench any thirst whatsoever. High C is.
You
where
talk
it's
about
at.
Oh, I don't want to. It's gonna sound weird when I say this, but you talk about the one with like the short white figure with glasses, Hawaiian punch
The one with the
on the
dude-
surfboard.
Yeah, the one where everybody thought it was his hat, but it
It's
was
his hair?
But it's actually
No, Hawaiian punch is gross,
his hat. Hawaiian punch is gross.
and
That's a
Kool Aid is
Hawaiian-
gross.
I don't fuck with Kool Aid.
Like,
I'm Hawaiian and black, so like
nah, cause
breaking the stereotypes.
I drank it and I was like, wow, this tastes like what it is. Like, it tastes like water.
Yeah.
Like it does. That's why people put so much sugar in it. But then it just tastes like sugar water. It's kind of gross.
Yeah,
But you think it's juice because it's like purple or red or blue. But
High C is dope though.
High C go crazy. Still, shit. Some High C and Sprite, please.
Brunch, yes.
Yes, my High C dirty. Got some Sprite in it.
Why your High C fizzy? Sprite, sweetie, get on the way.
Can you imagine if the cashier at McDonald's like, hey, bring that over here. Why is your High C fucking fizzy? I'm like,
I mean, whenever I go to the movies, like I'll bring my own bottle and fill it up with High C and Sprite.
Next time I go to the movies, I have to get. Oh, speaking of movies, like movie theater food kind of hit, but why is it so expensive?
Because they know that like people aren't brave enough to bring their own food.
That's what they think.
Yo, when wintertime hits, right?
Stop bringing backpacks to the movie theater. They gonna pat you down? No.
I bring my backpack to the movie theater every time. That's good. I bring my backpack to the movie theater every time. But there was this one time, I forgot what movie we saw because that's not the story. The story was I had my winter jacket. We went to Target. Right, my mom.
Oh, I think you told me this.
Well, they don't know the story, so I brought like my mom bought like $50 worth of snacks and like $80 worth of snacks.
$50 worth of snacks? You kidding me? And Target?
Because there was like a lot of people. Right?
Full bags, full bars. Yeah,
Right.
y'all was lit.
So I had my winter jacket. My mom was like, "How the fuck are we supposed to bring all this shit into the theater?" I was like, "I got you." Right? I unzipped my jacket, butterflied it open. I had 5 packs of M&Ms in one arm, 3 packs of Skittles, and then like mini fun-sized Twix in this arm. Then when I zipped up my jacket, I like we had pizzas, so I stuffed pizzas into the jacket, so then like it stays warm too.
What they gonna say? Excuse me, ma'am, you look a little fat today. Why don't you unzip your fucking jacket? Let me see what's under that. Like, no. And then all the food falls out. No, they're not gonna say shit. They're gonna be like, enjoy your movie, and then we go eat.
Then we had like water bottles. I had deep pockets, like deep pockets. So I put like 3.
You got like a full liter of Sprite?
Pull out the 2 liter out of my pocket, and some Solo cups on the other side.
That fucking raw. This bitch drinking raw root beer in the middle of the.
But nah, like I probably could have went to like a cutting board and just like made some shit on the spot. Like, that's how much I know how to go to the
If
movies.
you finesse it, especially during the wintertime, yo, you can sneak the world.
I'll never
into
forget
the
when I saw
theater.
Hunger Games with my sister, and she had.
Oh,
this,
child, you paid to see Hunger Games anyway.
Well, this was like when everybody was reading it and it was hype.
True, because I'm not gonna lie, I read it and I liked the book.
Yeah, I remember you told me about Hunger Games. Like, yeah, we only read Hunger Games because it was on like the summer reading list
Yeah.
for school. Anyways, so she had like this borderline duffel bag purse, and I say that because that shit was like hefty. It was big, and we had some cheddar popcorn that we popped in the microwave. We had some butter popcorn that we popped in the microwave. She had some Hasbro soda gummies, some gummy bears, gummy worms, Whoppers, like which is the malt
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
chocolate, then a bunch of different. And she put that in, and she covered it with a scarf. Yeah, and like you could smell the cheddar. So she's like, with some perfume. We walked in that bitch, ate like kings. It was fantastic. Just know how to pack.
Okay,
when you
but
go to the
then
movies.
my segue is now that I keep like hearing these things about how like the movie industry is like low key dying, like especially in movie theaters because people are like not seeing movies anymore because it's really expensive, which I get, and the price keeps going up. Like
Yeah.
if you don't see a matinee, which by the way, start seeing matinees. Matinees are like $8, but if you
Actually,
see it,
some places you go, it's like $5. And $5 Tuesdays exist too. Just FYI.
But that's if you remember. Anyway.
No.
No?
You don't need to be a member for $5 Tuesday.
Where are you talking about? You talking about Magic?
No, I'm talking about AMC.
Where?
Everywhere. $5 Tuesdays are a thing, I swear. Like, you probably have to be like a Stubbs member, but that's free.
Okay. We'll talk about this off, but
Excuse me.
thing like if you see a movie at night, I think me, my sister, and my 2 cousins, don't judge me, to see Justin Bieber's Never Say Never cost my sister like
You saw
$70.
that?
Yes.
I've heard that even happened. I remember like we had like
There was a
cult.
grown man with a Justin Bieber tattoo, and I was like, well, he's gonna die with that.
He probably got it removed. I don't know. Justin Bieber's old. I never fucked with Justin Bieber. I remember like we had like a cult in elementary school that hated Justin Bieber.
IHB, yeah.
Yeah. It was
Anyway.
it was wild.
That's just so weird to me, cause like I don't see the movie industry fully dying, because yeah, we're in like an era of demand and everyone wants something like right now, but there's also kind of something about like going to see a movie. Like I think the experience is still there, but you, like we were just talking about in the beginning, like you have to show up
Yeah.
with the movies. Like you guys keep making boring movies, so why am I wasting my money? I didn't go fucking see Ant-Man and the Wasp just because it's Marvel. No, I'm gonna see Marvel movies I want to see. I'm gonna see movies I want to see. Like if I don't think it's worth it, yeah, I'm gonna wait till it goes out on DVD, and then I'm gonna buy it legally.
Screaming.
Buy it legally. No, but like thing, and then that's a whole nother thing. I don't know why people keep making DVDs. I don't even think they don't even put DVD players in cars anymore.
Really?
No, newer models of cars don't have DVD players. It's all Bluetooth.
I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to like develop a DVD collection because, you know, it's like nice to have like a physical thing.
Okay, but now you look like someone who collects cassettes and vinyls.
So people are collecting cassettes and vinyls now.
And there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying, like that's how you look, type shit. Like that's the era we're moving
You
in.
think I'm like an edgy art hoe because I have DVDs now?
We're not like 10 years away from like holographic movies.
You be like, yeah, I got my SD card. They got 300 movies on that bitch. Put that in the computer.
Like homeboy who made Avatar, the reason why it's taking him 6 years to make is because now they're trying to adapt this technology that films movies in 3D, because movies are filmed regularly and then converted into 3D.
Yeah.
But he's gonna shoot the movie in 3D and then release it so that it actually looks the way 3D should look. And then I've heard of 4D theaters that have like the seats heat up or something like that, or they move and there's like smell involved.
My idea of 4D is when they give you like the scratch and sniff shit, and like in the corner of the screen there'd be like a big ass one, and then you scratch the one and then smell like chocolate.
Was that not a Spy Kids movie?
That was Spy Kids movie, but they did that first with the Rugrats Go Wild. I remember that clearly. It came with the DVD, and I had he had to scratch and sniff with there's like a big ass like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the corner of the screen. You like scratch the thing accordingly, would sniff it while you watch the movie. That's they did that first. Rugrats Go Wild did that
But
first.
I remember it was Spy Kids. It was one of the last ones because I know it was a bad one.
It was the Spy
but-
Kids 4D.
Yeah,
It's in the
yeah,
title.
of course. But they were like scratch and sniff, and I remember the commercial. There's like one that smelled like vomit, and I was like, why would y'all do that? Like I distinctly remember thinking, why would y'all do that? But anyway,
But Spy Kids Game Over is the best movie out of all of them.
are you serious?
What do you mean, are you serious?
Spy Kids 2, when they're trapped on the island with the dinosaurs.
No.
You think Game Over is better than
Game
Spy
Over
Kids?
is way better than the second one.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
Oh, what?
No. I don't
Yeah,
even remember
what?
the second movie.
No.
I
When
don't-
they were telepathically talking to each other without talking.
Is that the one where like the skeletons came to life? And they
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't fuck with that.
You fucked with Game Over.
Yes.
More than that.
Yes. Fuck out of here. Spy Kids Game Over was a better movie.
I'm triggered. Oh my god, I'm triggered. Wait. What?
What?
How long have we been friends? And this is
I
the
remember-
first time I'm hearing this?
You know, I remember distinctly like goofing off too much in the theater and getting my ass beat after watching Spy Kids 3 Game Over with my glasses still on. But yeah, that's one of the greatest Spy Kids movies ever. Okay? Yes.
My world is rocked.
That's like Not even up for debate. Go ahead, rewatch the second one. Go rewatch the second one. I can still rewatch number 3. All right. Do you know how blown away I was when I realized that Sylvester Stallone was the toy maker, whatever? That blew my fucking mind. Like, the fuck?
I feel like the Rotten Tomatoes score would refute what you're saying.
The Rotten Tomatoes don't mean anything. Like, anyways.
If it doesn't mean anything, then
Let's look it up.
Get Out, what is it, 98 or 97 means nothing?
Not to me. I'm
True.
like, I care about IMDb. If anything. Shit. I'm
True.
looking at Oscars. How many Oscars they got nominated for 2 Oscars, Best Picture and Best Screenplay. They won Best Screenplay. I was really bad about Shape of Water. I hated Shape of Water. Shape of Water was
For the birds or the fishes. We don't discriminate.
I saw Shape of Water with my father.
My friend said he saw Shape of Water with his grandma.
Like, oh, this movie looks interesting. And my father was like, yeah, you're right. Let's go see it. That was the worst.
You know what? I think I'm going to go cash out some popcorn, too.
I was really angry. And then Sorry to Bother You was weird. I don't know.
We also don't stand Lakeith because the thing.
Yeah, he stole my heart.
Yeah.
I was watching Get Out. Like, yeah, get that motherfucker. He stole my heart.
Ha!
Don't save him. Get out. Yeah.
Yeah, convert him.
Now I can't watch Atlanta no more without getting mad. He's my favorite character. He stole my heart. Anyways.
Damn.
And deleted it afterwards. Fuck that. But yeah, just see movies in theaters. That's very important, not only for the industry but like also the experience. Like if you watch something, like I watched Jurassic Park on TV my whole life. They would have the AMC marathon where they just show the first one and the third one, and I'd be like, "Where's the second one?" And it turns out it's called The Lost World Jurassic Park and it has no 2 in it. But I've like watched that on screens. I watched it on my phone. I watched it on TV all my life. I saw it in theaters. I cried because like seeing that, seeing Jeff Goldblum shirtless on a table, right, in full surround sound was an experience that I wouldn't have never had to experience if I didn't go to that event.
I kind of wish we circled back to this. I mean, we came upon this topic earlier. Came upon, pause, this topic earlier. Because, because like, the movie experience kind of is ruined.
Why?
We see trailers like that on YouTube.
That's why I try to avoid trailers, because you'd be like, yo, you drop. No, they're going to show the whole movie. Why do I want to see the whole movie in 5 minutes? You feel me?
That's also another conversation. Like, I feel like trailers never used to do that. Or maybe I wasn't paying attention.
Maybe. We should, like, rewatch trailers for our favorite movies and see how much they exposed. Like, the ones that they showed in theaters.
Because, like, Infinity War, they straight finessed that.
Like, that was good. You thought the Hulk was going to
They
be
played
there.
you. Yeah, they
But
played you.
You too close to the mic.
My bad.
Your
They
P's and B's are just blowing out head.
Puh.
Anyways. Yeah, just...
I don't know. I think it's a little bit ruined because you can just see whatever trailer you want. Like, I know they're making a Dora the Explorer movie.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, that's just...
Isn't it also, like, legit directed by Michael Bay? Like, he making a comeback with that?
I don't know.
I hope not.
I hope
Remember, that was
it's
like
good.
a joke.
I hope it's good. I hope he gets his groove back because his send off for Transformers was not it. It's not it. And the new Bumblebee movie, that's not it.
They got,
At
like,
least
the
for
old
me.
80s design. Like, I love how, like, the closer, like, the more and more something gets remade, the closer and closer it looks to its 80s beginnings.
If I'm being honest, I know that the new designs made people angry, but I didn't mind them. That's one. Two, I think that the stylized for like the cartoon likeness in this new movie, I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
Like, I like the way Starscream and Optimus Prime looks. That would have been a real nice surprise in the movie. So I don't know why you would put that in the trailer. But anyway,
Shit, they did it with Rick and Ralph. Like, showing
True,
the princess.
true.
They'd be mad. I'm like, why would you show that? That would have been a really dope surprise.
but there has to, like, I guess they have to show you something that'll make you go.
Rick and Ralph would have been enough. Rick and Ralph was a really great
Sometimes
movie.
it's not.
Whatever. I don't know.
Because we're sitting here talking about it might be trash, but then we see the scene in the trailer where the princes are there. We're like,
That's the best part. That's the best part of the movie. They could have held off. They really could have held off.
we don't know that.
And word of mouth is the best way to advertise right now because somebody will go see it. They'll talk about it on Instagram, talk about it on Twitter, talk about it on Facebook, and then other people want to go see it, and then it just trickles down to the next person.
That's just the insecurity of the industry right now because they don't know what they're doing. They're just trying to get money.
Yeah, I don't know. Brad Bird, taking it back to the beginning, Brad Bird, he was like, don't make what's gonna be commercially, available or applicable, whatever the fuck. But
Make things that please you, and then
Yeah.
you set the tone for the market.
Yeah, like
You
makes-
tell people what they're gonna buy.
like right now, if you look at anime, everybody's making superhero shit. One Punch Man, Boku no Hero.
Yeah.
It's like that's why I was like hesitant to watch Boku no Hero. I heard it was good, so I started watching it.
No,
But,
but
like,
it's good. I can
It's
tell.
good. It is very good. But yeah, just
Because
like,
some of these fandoms don't deserve the fans like if I'm being
Screaming.
honest.
but yeah, just like I don't know, man.
Speaking of pause, real quick before we end, which one is better, Naruto or Dragon Ball Z?
I'm like starting Dragon Ball Z. Like I'm watching Dragon Ball and working my way
Fine,
up.
Dragon Ball.
I've never watched Naruto.
I personally think Dragon Ball is better.
I don't care. I watch Cowboy Bebop. Like that's
True,
all
which
I
is a
watch.
great anime.
I watch Cowboy Bebop. I like barely watch anything anymore because I'm an animation major. I'm making content. I can't watch it at the same time.
But just a send off. Definitely create the things that you want to create.
Yeah.
You can take inspiration from most any and everything, but try to find your own individuality in the things that you create, and people will flock to it. But if you make something that's what the market is right now, you definitely feed into oversaturation, and then it's kind of like short term and long term. So you really gotta think about how long the thing that you just created is gonna last.
Yeah. Like the edgy teenage rebel spirit, like Maze Runner, Hunger Games, Divergent. Like
I'm not watching those fucking movies. I watched it when it came out, but
I
that's
liked
not
Maze
something.
Runner. I like Maze Runner.
Okay, the first one was good. The other two, but the first one,
I saw
yeah.
the second one. And, wait, other two. There's only one more.
There's three.
There's three already.
Yes.
The third one came out already.
Yes.
Wow. I saw
No?
the second one in theaters.
Yes.
There's going to be a third one. I know that.
All right,
I didn't know
fine.
it
So
came out
the
yet.
second one, but I think it came out.
I don't know. See, exactly.
Exactly. And it's like I'm learning that with music too. You kind of gotta just
Mumble
do your
rappers.
thing.
You mumble rappers.
The mumble rappers and what they're saying, not how they're saying it too. But that's like a longer conversation. Point is,
That's why I listen to
make
Hobo
what you
Johnson.
But see, Hobo Johnson, he found his groove. He
Yeah.
made the music he wanted to make, saying the things that he wanted to do, the way he wanted to say it, and now look, he has a following, and he just stuck with it because he believed in
He's
himself.
happy. He's doing shit. I'm proud
So
of him.
just create something that you feel in your heart is worth something, and then keep at it, and then people will notice and support you.
Yep.
That's where we're gonna end it.
All right. So, thank y'all.
I hope y'all have a fantastic day. Thank you for listening. This has been Yankee and Massy.
See y'all next week.